problems that science fiction shows have in common: budget problems, set construction, and scheduling. The sets for the Marco Polo serial were not ready yet. The sets were expensive and taking too much time to build. So a short story was needed to be made in between the Dalek serial and the Marco Polo serial that would buy the production team enough time to build the sets and yet would be cheap enough that would not make a dent in the budget. So this 2-episode serial was made that only uses the interior set of the TARDIS with only a few pieces added to it. To quote at the back of the DVD box, the story is, "An explosion aboard the TARDIS triggers irrational feelings of aggression, paranoia, and despair." The Edge of Destruction was interesting in the fact that everyone turns against each other and even threatens each other. The suspense of trying to find out what was wrong with the TARDIS and who or what did it before the TARDIS would blow up was interesting, but it was a bit of a letdown. But what was the most interesting thing about the serial is that for the first time we see that the TARDIS is a living, thinking organism. For the TARDIS itself was trying to tell them what the problem was by making the other machines in the TARDIS appear to be faulty when they were not. It was funny and made one wonder why this was here, was next to a button on the TARDIS console somebody had written in felt-tip marker, "Fast return switch." No one knows who wrote it, but it is now there forever in plain sight. At the end of this serial, the Doctor realizes how much of an old prude he has been to his companions and apologizes. He comes to the realization that he likes Barbara and Ian and becomes more friendly to them. After this moment, the Doctor becomes more of how we know him. He just needed some friends to change his attitude. Out of 5 stars, I'd give this one 2.5. It was a good story, good idea, just kind of a bit of a letdown and just didn't seem like there was much going on. It kind of stretched. It just dragged on a little bit. The only sad part of all this is that as of today, the Marco Polo serial is still missing from the BBC archives. However, the audio is still around, and a condensed version of it is on the DVD Edge of Destruction, while surviving still shots of this with surviving still shots. Also, the entire audio for the 7 episodes of the Marco Polo are available for purchase to listen to. It is the sad downfall of watching classic Doctor Who episodes. A majority of the episodes of the first and second Doctor are missing. However, some have been found, but not all of them. We only pray that soon all of them will be.